Welcome back to U-Boat, the Silent Wolf. I have brought us here to Madagascar because we are just gonna do some basic training here. I'm gonna show you guys how to do some things. So, we'll start with the engine. Now, again, we're in the Indian Ocean. We're out here because there's no convoys out here. I've looked. I have looked. I haven't found anything. Every time I search, they're all up here in the Mediterranean, and I can't go through the Suez Canal. So, we are now out in the middle of nowhere. The point of coming out here is to show you how to do this. This is the engine, the diesel engine. To get it started, pull the crank back. You'll start seeing the pistons start going. Increase the fuel pump. Now before you throw it in forward or reverse, you want to do this. You want to get this thing into the green. You want the engine in the green. If you're overdoing the coolant, you're not going to get the most power out of your engine. So she's getting somewhere. Come on, baby. Eat the hell up. Pull her back. There's the rat. The coolant going. So, now that the engine's heated up, you can see the needle's slightly going up. Very slightly at this point. But, let's say you get an order for dead slow. You want to be down here. And you hit forward. Now you can see we're going at about 100. Increase the fuel pump a little bit. Go up to up past 100. Again, here's dead slow. You want slow? Increase the fuel pump. Get that fuel pump up to 200. Remember, you got to keep an eye on the heat of your engine. Adjust the coolant as necessary. But notice, every time you adjust the coolant, you're adjusting the speed. We'll just outright gun it. Get these pistons rolling. Our temperature's going way up, way fast. Get that coolant where she's holding steady. Now, if we want to get more out of this, we got to bring that green up. I don't think we get any better than what we're doing now. And we are gunning it. We should hold right there. We are moving. Get up the conning tower here. We're hitting our top speed right now. That's for the diesel engine. Now let's say you've got orders to kill the engine. How do you do that? Well, cut the fuel, cut the coolant, hit it to idle, keep your coolant on. Wait until that happens. Then push that forward. That'll stop your pistons. Alright, the coolant can go all the way off because the engine's just going to cool off. That's the diesel. Now, if you're getting this, or actually it doesn't really matter, I guess, but when you've got the electric, then you need to go back into here. This is where the electric engine is. To turn it on, put it on. She'll kick over. So we're losing knots because we shut off the engine. Just gotta float down. So, our electric engine is on. Click at the forward, and you increase this to increase your speed. So we'll just go all out. Now you're not going to get so much out of the electric engine. You can see the knots here. The electric engine is not as good as the diesel. We're topping out just under 10 knots. And this is running on the surface. Okay? To shut off the electric engine. Power it down. Click it into idle. Turn it off. Alright? That's just the engines. That's how that works. Okay? There's a forward and a reverse. I'm gonna get you, you son of a bitch. There's a forward and reverse on both engines. Your reverse is down here. If you need to go back, you have to hit the back, and you have to pay attention to that. When you're back here in the engine bay, that is your life. If you're back here dealing with the electric, that is your life. Alright? You also have to worry about this. You'll start to lose power as you use the engine. You have to go onto the surface and turn on the diesel engine to regain power. Another thing to be concerned about in the back, besides the torpedo tube, which we all know how to fix, is your air pumps. Your diesel and your electric compressor. They will both run while you're underwater. Don't listen to anybody who tells you they will not. They do. The only thing that struggles underwater is the sump pump. These work when you're underwater. And as you fire off torpedoes and the people reloading use up the air to pump out the tubes, you will have to hit these compressors and turn them on. Alright? You have one hammer here. You have a welding torch there. You kids really shouldn't have those. You can't grab any of those. This will switch your lights, alright? There are two switches. This is the one in the back. Also, close your hatches if you're concerned about flooding. I know some people like to turn around and just close the door to their room and open the tubes without concern. That's a stupid idea because it screws up the depth dive, or the dive depth. This switch.
Technical alarm!
Alarm. Normal.
Silent running. Be quiet.
Boom. Alright. And that is everything you need to be concerned about when you are the engineer on the ship. Your diesel engine. Pull back to turn it on. Increase the fuel pump to get it into the green. Increase the coolant to keep it steady in the green. Forward, reverse. And what you'll be told to do by the captain. To shut off the diesel engine. Push it forward, and it shuts off. Returning to the electric engine. Pull this, turns the engine on. Power, forward, reverse. Flip it back to off to shut it off. Keep your eye on the air pressure and turn on the diesel and electric compressors when you need them. And if something goes along the electrical system, here are the wires. And that's engineering. Also, you might be the one tasked with getting the goddamn rat when you're on the U-420. That is a way that we determine who gets to choose where we're going. So, there's engineering.